Man, 210 Boxing TV, here with boxing trainer Panda. Now, not a lot of people know about you, but I started getting word of you and your stable. You got some killers. You got this guy, William Cepeda, undefeated. You got Subriel Matias, who everyone is really high on right now because of the way he fights. Just talk about, your rise and your fighters and about you.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a blessed trainer. I have good fighters. I got disciplined fighters who are old school fighters, that people still like to see. That, if you're gonna buy a ticket, you're gonna see a good fight, like William Cepeda, Subriel Matias, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Kevin Gonzalez, just to name a few. But we got a good stable up in Mexico. These guys, Latin fighters, they're always coming. You just seen William have a face-off with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur, I was able and privileged to coach him when he was on the USA team. But, a lot of people don't know me maybe in the pros, but, the amateurs, we did a good job, and now we're looking to make some noise in the pro rings.
You talked about Shakur right now, and y'all were talking off camera, and Shakur was telling you, hey, man, get my number. I want to spar Matias. Talk about that, man.
Man, that's awesome sparring, and we don't have to pay for it. That's elite sparring. So, Shakur knows that I respect him a lot. He's probably one of the best fighters in the world to this day with one of the highest IQs. It'd be a privilege for Matias to go and spar him, and even for William to fight him. I think it'd be a great fight. I think it'd be a fight that fans want to see. Now that William's going to be a fighter that's going to pressure him, that's not going to respect him, that's going to go forward and want to fight. But we know of the ability of Shakur. We know his IQ. We know his great boxing skills.
Coach, what is it like, right, you being a trainer, when you get the call, hey, this guy's going to come through for sparring, this guy comes through for sparring, or the fighter himself wanting to invite himself and do that? What is that like?
It's a privilege, because that just tells me that we're doing a good job. It tells me, that, that when we get calls and people want to go to our stable and spar, I always tell everybody, my gym in Mexico is probably the wild card of Los Angeles in Mexico. We have people from Puerto Rico, from Cuba, from Mexico, from all over the world, that are at our gym, and that they're under my tutelage, and I'm privileged and blessed to be able to be here.
Is it the elevation in Mexico that makes these guys, like, because he throws 1,000 punches a fight probably.
Listen,
and then Matias,
you can be in the elevation, and I know how to train there. It's what you do. Every training has a mythology. Every training has a why. You have to do it. It's not just you're gonna hit the bag 30 rounds and it's gonna make you a beast. You got to be able to know what you're doing in high altitude, so that you don't overtrain a fighter, so that you don't take a fighter tired and his body's tired. So elevation has a lot to do with it, but a lot of it has to do with knowledge.
Just trying to find more about your science and your secret, because like I said, this is quite a stable with these kind of guys. You can't think of guys more aggressive, more come forward, more hard, strong in boxing right now.
Yeah, there's not a secret to it's hard work. It's getting up every single day. People say we're lucky. Our luck starts at 5 a.m. when we get up and run, and it finishes at 6 p.m. when we finish the gym. So that's our luck. That's our key to success, and hopefully we continue to do what we're doing in 2023 and 2024.
What can you expect from William Cepeda or Matias in the future?
And new world champion, and unified world champion, So
those titles becoming vacant. Who do you think he might fight for the vacant title? Because his rank has a high ranking.
We're here to fight anybody. That's what we're in the game for. I tell people that boxing, that's what we're here. He's not afraid to fight anybody. He wants to. He wants to make money. He wants to put food on his family's table. He's not scared of fighting. If you were scared of fighting boxing, you'd join ballet. We're here to box. We're here to fight. Whoever. You got Shakur. You got Tank. You got all those. What can happen? Lose. I've lost a lot of things in my life, and maybe one more is not going to hurt me, All
right, man. Anything you want to leave off with today, Panda?
Just thank you guys for all the support. Continue to watch us and continue to support these Mexican fighters and all the Puerto Ricans that are with us.
Thanks so much.